Okay, people, let's do this MGK style. Cheers, everybody. Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable, back after a little bit of a hiatus. But what better way to get back into it as doing a video for Mike, kind of the way I left off. The last one I did was the Spell Santa video thread. So here we are, trying to get Mike and Patty up to 1 million. So they need 1 million. Opening track, appropriately, from the Squirt. So let's get our rear in gear and get this thing going. See if we can get to 1 million. Stick around. So yeah, like I say, let's get our arse in gear and get this going. See if we can get Mike up to 1 million. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year, by the way. This is my, like I say, my first video back since doing the Santa thread. That also Mike's responsible for getting that going. So yeah, let's. What better way to get going in 2024? It's been a busy holidays, but we'll start 2024 here on a good note. Feeling like 1 million now. All right. So what he wants us to do, basically, and I should mention, if you've not been over to Mike's channel, MGK Boston, head on over there. If you've been to my channel, I am fairly confident you've been to Mike's channel or you've seen him, whatever. But go there and maybe jump on this contest. What's the criteria here? It's a $50 Amazon gift card. And if you're in the Boston area, within, I think he said an hour radius, cheesecake from Patty. So unfortunately, I'm a few hours outside of Boston, so not going to qualify for that. So essentially what it is, it's a wedding theme. 3 songs that you suggest would be good wedding songs. And as Mike said, they don't have to be, slow waltz songs, whatever, for that first dance or whatnot. They can be whatever floats your boat, essentially. So, but I'm going to do this. I've only seen 1 or 2 other videos in this contest thus far. And one of them was Gary over at Physical Format Rock and Roll. He had a great take on this, showing a few that maybe would not be so great to play at a wedding. And I'm gonna incorporate a couple of those as well. But most importantly, I just want to support Mike's channel and his quest to 1 million. So if I don't meet the criteria or whatever, I honestly, I'm not so concerned about the prize, whatever, Mike. It's just for the hell of it. It's just fun to do. Great contest, buddy. So I've chosen 3, and then I've got a couple of honorary mentions. And as I mentioned, mentions, a few that maybe I suggest would not be so great at a wedding. But I'm going to start off with one I just had playing on one of the short videos. I was doing a couple of short videos here and there. No long form videos, just the shorts, just to keep somewhat of a presence while other stuff was happening that I didn't have time to throw down a proper video, if you will. But I'm going to start off with this one, and it's from Rubber Soul. I mean, 1965, their album Rubber Soul here. I don't know. I mean, this song, it's probably one of my favorites ever in my life. It's just such an incredible album and such an incredible tune. And, you're taking your vows. You've made this commitment to be with somebody for your entire life. I don't know what says that much more than that. I mean, just an incredible song. So that one would be definitely spinning. It speaks volumes to me anyway. That'd be one that I would be dedicating to my life with my bestie for sure. Next up, got to represent up here in the north, and This is the album that really put these guys on the map, although they were well known in Canada long before this was recorded and released. But this is the one that really broke them, especially down in the States. And it was actually recorded over in Europe while they were on tour over there. But it's the 1980 release from April Wine. And yeah, come on. It's the song, of course, is Just Between You and Me. I sometimes take that for granted that people know the nature of the beast. I mean, just between you and me. I mean, it's just how do you say that? Seulement toi et moi. Only between you and me. There's a line in there, a French verse, of course. At this point, April Wine was primarily based in Montreal. They'd moved to Montreal years earlier, and in fact, I went by where they used to do most of the recordings in Montreal, and it's much different down there now. But yeah, Just Between You and Me, just a killer tune. And again, if you've not heard it, maybe what I'll try to do is I'll leave links to the bottom of my entry here, so those who are not familiar with these songs. I mean, it's easy to look up, but I know if you have to look it up, many folks are not going to do it. But if I leave a link there, maybe you'll click on them, and so I'll try and do that. But yeah, April Wine, Just Between You and Me. Let me try saying that again. Seulement à toi. I can't even say it. Seulement à toi et moi. See, that's how good my French is. But only between you and me, just between you and me. And then one of my all-time favorite bands out of the 70s, well, of any era, really. And off of their, I think this is their, what was this, their fifth album from in the 50 Year Club, 1974. So Nazareth, Rampant, and of course, Sunshine. Yeah, I mean, that song, the first time I actually heard that song probably would have been on their greatest hits compilation. But I've been a Nazareth fan ever since, almost as long as I can remember. I mean, yeah, I mean, I had older siblings, and that greatest hits, at least since that greatest hits, I mean, Hair of the Dog, Razmanaz, I mean, Loud and Proud. I have quite a few of the Nazareth catalog. You know, most of them have passed on now. Only Pete Agnew remain, and he still plays. I guess he still plays with his son Lee on. His son Lee plays drums, so they're still out there doing their thing. But yeah, so I mean, Sunshine, Just Between You and Me, and In My Life. Those are three, to me, songs that would be appropriate at any wedding. Well, that's of course subjective. I should say any wedding. I was recently, the last wedding I went to was for my niece back in PEI, and that's the last time I've been home. Actually, that's a couple of years ago now, and they did a My Chemical Romance theme. You know, they're both much younger than I am. I don't know if it was a Black Parade song they played at their wedding. I'm sure there was lots of My Chemical Romance at the reception, but it was pretty cool. It was so nice to see. I mean, she's growing up now, and as they're going down the aisle, My Chemical Romance was playing, and it's just pretty cool, right? So it's going to be subjective based on one's age, I would suggest, obviously, but those are my three. And as I mentioned, going to do a couple of honorable mentions, just because they are also fantastic tunes. And it's from McCartney's debut, and Maybe I'm Amazed. I mean, do I need to say more? Again, I'll try to leave links to these. Of course, I'm talking about the Beatles and McCartney and Mr. Lennon himself, Woman, the last album he released. It was only like 3 weeks before his death, actually. This came out in November 1980, and of course we know his life ended in December of 1980. And then another honorable mention for, you know, those old school 80s metalheads, headbangers, and keeping it Canadian again. Why not? Helix, No Rest for the Wicked, and Heavy Metal Love. Come on, Heavy Metal Love. That's going to be rocking that at most of my buddies' weddings, I would suggest. That's going to be in the playlist, for sure. There may be a few that you may not want to play at a wedding. Well, I would say almost anything from this album. But The Chase is Better Than the Catch. Maybe it wouldn't go over so well. with your bride or whatever. And since you're, agreeing to a lifetime of commitment together, I would suggest maybe it would not be a highway to hell. Let's hope. Unfortunately, the stats show that a lot of marriages do not endure the test of time these days. Sad but true. And even though this is an amazing song, it's more about the ending rather than the beginning. But this is the only Bread album I have. It's the best of Bread. But what an incredible song. I've just always loved this song, this album, this whole thing. Everything I own is just one of those songs that catches you if you have that commitment to someone and you listen to the lyrics of that, and they've departed or whatever the case may be. You'd have to feel something. And then the last honorable mention that I'm going to do a needle drop at the end of this video, and it's going to be from Eddie Money's debut from 1977. And there's another tune on there that maybe might not be so appropriate at a wedding. What the hell is it called? Oh, Got to Get Another Girl. Probably not something your bride would want. You're at your just after taking your vows. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll do the little drop at the end here. Good luck to everybody. Mike, Patty, good luck to 1 million. Fun contest. Glad to get back in here and do a video. I hope to bang off another 1 or 2 at least to have in a queue, because I was really enjoying the thread that Jacob had going as well with the alphabet, and I haven't done any of those. I think I left off at H, F, maybe. I don't even know. G, I think it was G actually. So I got to do a video, a few videos of that to catch up. I mean, I think since then he's ended it, but that's not about his thread right now. This is about Mike and his quest to 1 million. We can do it. We can do what I couldn't, is what I said to Mike. So, yeah, good luck, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll do the needle drop here, and we'll end it at that. Let's jump over here and close it out with just a great tune. Last time I posted this song, it got blocked, at least for a little while. They eventually allowed it to go, so hopefully we won't have any problems, but this is just a fantastic, good rocking tune that is appropriate to play at a wedding, I would suggest, unlike another tune on this album. This is a good one. Whew. Kick it. Who wouldn't be up on the floor to that? Come on, man. Any money? Can't beat it.
Baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. So baby, hold on to me. Baby, what's this?
All right, let's cut it off. Maybe if I just do a brief drop there, it'll be not blocked. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Jump on over to Mike's page there, his channel. Jump on the contest. And let's see your entry here. Let's get him up to 1 million. It's not that ambitious. Come on, there's way more. What do we got? 8.5 billion people on the planet here, or 8 billion, whatever it is. Surely we can get 1 million of folks over there watching Mike and Patty do their thing. Cheers, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it tremendously doing it. As my first video back after a bit of a hiatus, it was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed it too. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time here at Twanger's Turntable. Cheers.